A bit of a. This is definitely the most interesting team I think we've seen so far. The 4 characters on the screen, Scar, who is currently enraptured in another activity.
Enraptured. I'm not enraptured. I'm enraptured with you, Slime. I'm enraptured with how incredibly you are promoting these slides, speaking about our sponsors in a way that's just so exciting.
Look, I mean, you know, sponsors are sponsors and they're important.
That's right.
You got to give them the
and
respect.
You're doing it a tremendous amount of respect and justice.
But
as you said, we've got kooky characters on the screen.
This is a kooky
We've got
setup.
Falcon, we've got Luigi, and they're on opposite sides. I think that Falcon and Luigi have a wonderful, wonderful rivalry, wonderful little...
Yeah, they're definitely at odds. How do you feel about, I guess this is a longer conversation for another time, but right off the top of your head, how do you feel about the Falcon-Luigi matchup?
I think Falcon wins for sure. Luigi could definitely fight back. I would give it 6-4 Falcon.
Wonderful. I'd have to agree. So, do you know much about Drunksloth? I only remember him from beating Mango that one time.
Well, I did hear about that, but I didn't see it, and I saw him a bunch yesterday in Cruise. He beat Mango's Falcon with climbers. That's an accomplishment for sure. I mean, Mango's Falcon's brutal.
Remember the Kings of Cali wobble set?
Gahtzu!
He's so sick. Dude, I actually love Gahtzu. He's at full bloom. He almost, like, he choked. But he had the first game against Leffen decisively, and then he lost it because Leffen is a legend. But I was like, this could be it. It was very exciting.
Yeah, it sounds like Gahtzu, from what everyone has said about him and from what we can all observe, from like when you see when you see how he plays when he's not playing nervous, he's so sick. But it seems like, you know, yeah.
He's got to level up that part. You know,
there's a part that's just not fully... Oh, beautiful weight on the Luigi spot dodge. Yeah, Gahtzu's everywhere right now.
Nice reverse knee.
Clean
I can't
play.
believe he lives.
Wow, and Shiz just allows him, it seems, to knee him in the face.
There's also a situation with characters like Luigi and Peach that take a while to recover. You're like... I don't know, low-level teams such as mine and my teammates, just like, okay, you know what, screw that guy. Just let him get back. Who cares?
Yeah.
He's just sliding around, gets the cat scratch fever.
Tie game. Oh, Luigi!
Oh, wow.
That's not a good spot. He's living. Great, you know, punished by Shiz, or, you know.
Shiz just grabs him, says, get away. It's my friend.
Oh, both players, oh, wait a minute, Luigi, another bad spot.
That would have been catastrophic if he chopped his friend and it led to a death, but they're okay. They don't have stage control right now, and the wobble is happening. Went for an early F smash. I think that's actually the best play. You get him out there. Unfortunate Blizzard.
Uh-oh.
Damn, these lasers are insane. Shiz's lasers were actually really beautiful right there because they disrupted everything they needed to do. Unfortunately, didn't save his teammate, but knees coming up. He missed. Get it again. All right, we're all good.
Worth. Wow. Yeah, Falcon Punch. That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. He obviously does not grind the spacing out for it.
Yeah, but
missed the first time.
But I think
whatever.
I would probably, like really worry too much about the spacing. And you know, sometimes the hammers will just interrupt a big move, but Falcon Punch, I don't think so.
Good stuff.
So who's the mage? I think that
that's a
Gahtzu
really good question.
might be the. I can't tell because Gahtzu actually, you know, what impresses me the most about good Falcons teams. I'm positive that you have this experience too, Slime. Falcon doesn't have like a lot of fast moves.
Yeah.
Startup-wise.
Right.
And to me, it's always amazing when I see a Falcon and teams kind of be in the middle and like all their hitboxes are just hitting somebody who's an opponent.
Yeah. It's
like I think that's very, very difficult to do.
There's like a level of prediction that you have to face and you have to embrace, because it's like other than that, you're just doing up air all the time. Because Nair is just such a singles move.
Nair is a singles move for sure. But you know, the good ones can use it. Oh wow, Gahtzu, wow, that was sick. He got hit by Luigi's up B or down B. Usually like the down B, you can't really punish it, but not only did he go down on the second hit, but he teched, and then he actually could punish Blea Gelo.
That was also interesting. So Gahtzu got a F smash on Shiz's shield. Shiz is at the edge of the stage. Luigi's behind him. He just F smashes, knees shield, runs away, and he just goes back to the ice climbers who are waiting. He's like, you know what? I don't like this. He decided that it wasn't worth it, which is really patient, and
take
you
your
can tell
hits.
he's
Take
not
your
an
hits as they're there,
indulgent Falcon.
Right. that's the not overextending, which is a problem for so many of us.
Spur. Should be easy. Oh no, he messes it up. Gahtzu right now. It's definitely a one-on-one.
Yeah, and that's something that sometimes you're like actually trying to go for.
Yeah.
The other team may have more like natural character synergy, and you're just like, all right, we got to split them up.
Right. Or it's a confidence thing. Like I got this. I got the fox. He's getting messed up.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that makes sense too.
Also, the stage helping out Shiz because Gahtzu had tried to get over there to edge guard on the left side, but the tree was there, and he just couldn't grab ledge in time because there was a giant wood in the way.
We got another Falco holding stocks right now.
The Falco stock tank. Big house.
He's got one hit to death. Yeah, there you go.
I thought the watermark in the top was still the magnifying glass, and I was like, I can't believe he lived.
Yeah, that would have been wild.
Keeps him away. This is beautiful. Okay, I love the tornado.
Yeah, that was dope by Blea. That was very smart. That may be obvious if you're a Luigi, but being a non-Luigi, I'm like, oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it's kind of like an actual tornado. It just cleared up all three characters.
And he got out of like stun. He like magneted to the floor. Like it was just that's the perfect move for the situation. Oh, Gahtzu not ready for it.
Rip.
Shiz with the probably accidental, you know, KO. He's just trying to make his way back to the stage.
Shiz's pressure is great, but it still reminds me of like old school type of pressure. Like he'll shine wave dash and kind of get away. Oh, there he got the spacing. That's a tipper Falcon.
That was
right there.
actually pretty brutal, huge turnaround. Because basically here's what that wobble did. Totally neutralized Blea Gelo. And then I think that Shiz, thinking that he needs to save Blea Gelo, teched in what he got down throw by Falcon. So Gahtzu was just so ready to KO him. And then he died. And so it's like Shiz at 60 and Blea, whenever he got grabbed at low percent, that was just 2 clean KOs with pretty much no compensation for the blue team.
Definitely.
So that one wobble was massive. I think the way that Gahtzu's kind of like, there's 2 times that he's protecting, you know, Drunksloth as he wobbles.
Shiz had a great combo going on Drunksloth, but it looks like it paid off. But I was expecting a shine off the top to keep him away, but he kept knocking him down, which might have been a bad situation. But it's a 2v1. It looks like they're going to clean this up.
Yeah, this is going to be super hard for Drunksloth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just because Blea is so sick, and I have to imagine that Luigi Sopo is a horrible match for Sopo.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Luigi, I feel like, outclasses all the Ice Climber stuff.
How do you get in?
Luigi's, yeah, he's got down smash too, right? Yeah, he can jump like low and kind of jump over stuff. I don't know. He wave dashes even farther.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's probably
Luigi climbers win.
Nightmare matchup.
There should be a mod in Melee to just do like a climber mod, so you can play like Fox climbers or something. That'd be so cool. I wonder why it hasn't happened. Maybe it is the most complex thing to ever do. They are contemplating, thinking hard. What is the plan here? Some Florida strats. Gahtzu's a thinker too.
Gahtzu's a thinker?
I saw him, like, he looked like the statue of the think. Is it like Play-Doh or something?
Thinker?
No, it's like the marble statue, and he's like.
Oh yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
I don't know, who is that?
It might be Aristotle.
Aristotle. I wouldn't go as far as say Gahtzu is the Aristotle of Melee, but in that moment,
definitely not with that beanie.
It looked. The moment looked very picturesque. Pokes, back to pokes.
That's his style, dude. I appreciate that he's got a fit.
Yeah,
he's got his own personal brand. Relax.
I mean, it's not a.
Ludwig even has his own isms now, man. That
Dude,
guy's
Ludwig
on the come up.
Ludwig didn't relax.
Hey, you gotta be.
Oh!
You're blatantly biased against my man Ludwig if you're not saying that relax is the Ludwig at this point. No, he didn't invent relax. You're right, Slime, but
it's what happens is like we have a lot of things with like all the boys, and then Ludwig will use it for a stream, and it becomes like a Ludwig thing,
he popularized
which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But like when you hear
Popularize
it,
your stuff, Slime.
when you hear it, it's not even my stuff. Like, cause I do the same thing.
So what are you complaining
But
about?
when you just hear it like it's a Ludwig thing, it's like, it's also Ludwig, you know. It's like
I actually, you know, I'm just giving you a hard time. I totally understand.
Just love giving him shit.
I totally understand. I have a story for you after about this.
I'd love to hear a Ludwig story. They're my favorite kind.
It's actually not a Ludwig story, but it's a you'll know how it's related.
So Gahtzu was ready to just knee Blea into the nether realm, and Shiz was there, full hop back air, perfect save. I don't know. I just love it. Teams is actually cool.
Teams is totally cool.
I will never play Teams.
We may not have that awareness, Slime. I don't know. But I think awareness is a big part of it. Awareness is something that I've had, you know, I struggle with a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
like where everybody is.
Yeah, it's so much data.
And what's going? Yeah, you have to like your eyes need to see that. Like in singles, I guess I kind of just look at the opponent. I don't really even look at myself that much.
I feel like if I played a lot more teams.
Yeah, but I don't know. Some people have a natural sense of like spacing, even in singles, where they're not only thinking about where they're not only looking at their character, but they're looking at their character relative to the other character and relative to the whole stage. Like you're kind of looking at the whole. Oh, wow. Shiz!
It was almost amazing. I play a lot of Dota, and map control is a thing, and you're always looking at your mini map is like always in your eyeball. And I feel like if I can do that and at a competent level.
That's exactly right. So are you looking at the quote-unquote mini-map of the stage, and you know what I mean? Or are you just looking at your screen?
In Melee, I'm looking at my screen.
That's me too. That's what I'm saying. I think with teams, it's even more important to be a mini-map. Like, be aware of the whole. So there you go. Woo. Or we just for all of you RTSers, now we've got a beautiful metaphor.
MOBAers, if you will.
Yeah.
Or ARTS. Or the other analogy.
Or what do you think about that, Slime? I think that's a really good. I never thought about it that way. It's even opening my eyes.
Yeah, considering teams as a mini map, and to make sure that you're aware of that. I think that I don't know if it's an analogy that helps. However, I think just practice is going to clear it all up.
No, you're wrong. You don't even recognize the power of the metaphor.
Hard work beats talent any day. Unless you're Mango. I'm kidding. He works hard.
He does work hard.
He's both. He's a legend.
No, but you have to. Yeah.
That was Mango's greatest lie to the Smash community.
You're making me mad. You're making me mad, Slime.
Mango's greatest lie is the idea that he doesn't practice.
I agree with that for sure. You're making me mad about hard work beats talent. Hard work may be talent, but if you just work hard and you don't ever think about what you should be, you know what I mean? Bad practice
is not
helps
good for you.
Nothing.
It's true.
It's a waste of time and energy.
That's true.
All it does is create a sense of entitlement about, wow, I work so hard, and therefore I should be doing better, and I'm not.
That's a good point.
Which actually makes things worse. Can Gahtzu...
I think he can.
Oh.
What? Oh. Star KO confirmed. What if a Star KO had a 1% chance of you just spawning again?
Ooh.
The game would be insane.
That would break the game.
Wow.
That alone would be, it's no longer competitive.
You think? That would just seal the deal.